the legend continues.
You know, it's funny you say that, because just this past week we worked in Westchester County, and I was talking to a woman. She must have been in her 80s, and she didn't even say that her mother remembers. She said her grandmother remembers me. So I go back a long time. I don't know, more or less though, but I always try to have that Ipana smile, as they say. So when I go out there, it's just an automatic smile for everybody, and that's the way I feel about it also, truthfully. I would say probably we've cut 1,000 different songs over the years, and very close to 100 albums. That's funny I mentioned that, because B.B. King, the other night I saw him on television, he was saying that he recorded about 100 different albums. I altogether, don't forget, George, I've recorded for approximately about 14 labels over the years. I mean, a lot of labels were just 1 or 2 records or something, but
still, it could be more than B.B. King recorded for.
That's interesting.
100 albums. Most people that record today, they have trouble selling 100 records.
Well, I don't know. The only thing is, I've got to clarify a little bit, too. I assume the next question is going to say, how were these records, or were they good, and so on and so forth. A lot of these albums, I'd say probably 20% or 30% were not done under the name of Larry Chesky. I used the name of Joe Pulaski for many years back in the 60s. Stanley Wesolowski, I used that name a little bit in the 70s. And we were selling the material under several different names, and it all came out the same way.
And it was basically the same Larry Chesky Orchestra.
Now, more or less what we're doing is we do our usual winter tour. We usually go to Florida right after the holidays, right after the first of the year. And we'll do the West Coast for about a week, and then we'll take a little break because I have a condominium down in Miami. And then the boys will do the East Coast the following week or weekend. And we'll do about 2 or 3 weeks down there, and then the fellows will come back. And I'll stay for the rest of the summer and get back here to Holyoke for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. They say that when you talk about legends, they used to call me the Legend of the Mountain. I was at Mountain Park, I think it amounts to something over 35 years. And during that period of time, I could say it was one of the most pleasurable accounts and things that we ever done. Probably, I don't know how many people here in the Western Massachusetts area are familiar with Mr. Collins, but it wouldn't be possible to do all those years unless it wasn't for a person that was very understanding. If we had to go on the road, he would understand, somebody would take our place, and it just continued. And he was just super to work with, and therefore he must have been, or I don't think I would have been there quite that length of time. Well, before we start with our travels, probably the best thing to start with would be Mountain Park alone. Mountain Park, for many, many years, we were kind of the staff orchestra up there, and the Welk stars all came in, from Sissy and Bobby to Myron Florin. They were all at Mountain Park, and then for a while, not only them, but we had all the stars at one time or another at Mountain Park. But then for the longest time, we did the fair circuit, which included New York State Fair and Eastern States Exposition. We had the pleasure of sharing the stage with some people as Barbara Mandrell, Bobby Vinton, Sky King, that's how far we go.
Sky
King, that goes way back. And there was a young lady, her name was Kitty. She was on the Gunsmoke show. We did shows with her. I'm trying to think of Jimmy Dean. I think we worked with him on many occasions. There was just so many over the years, and it was all just so much fun. We've tried over the years to be good to the music business, and we wanted to be kind of the first and set the pace for the rest of the fellows, such as the terrific bands of Jimmy Sturr and Dick Pillar and Eddie Blazonczyk out of Chicago. And we just kind of wanted to put our stamp at the beginning, and we thought we had some pretty good ideas because of the people that we had producing our particular videos happened to have a little bit of money and could spend it properly. And from this, I think a lot was learned for the entire polka industry after watching our video. And if you notice, if you buy another polka video, you'll see that they very, very closely follow our lines, which we are happy about, because at least we thought we were going in the right direction, and evidently we must have, because people have followed and doing what we are doing.
Once again, you've paved the way.
I don't know, a legend in my own mind.
That's what they all say.
I understand the ups and downs of music. I suppose it's not been easy all these years, but I can see from afar that you really are a star, and I really want to play in your band. I played and played all of your records. I think I know them all by heart. Another night of fun, and you're back on the run. I really want to play in your band.
I swear to God I only want to be with you. I promise you I'll always do my best. I don't mind playing second fiddle. Oh, I just want to play in your band.
You seem so far away in those spotlights. The starlights have made you so blind. You're not even aware or notice I am there, but I still want to play in your band. You hardly get a chance to talk to me. If so, it's for a second or two. You got music in your heart, and I've known it from the start, but I still want to play in your band.
I swear to God I only want to be with you. I promise you I'll always do my best. I don't mind playing second fiddle. Oh, I just want to play in your band.
If there's a chance that you could feel it in your heart, I pray the Lord you'd give me just a start, where applause is the game and rewards are fun and fame. I really want to play in your band. For you it's just another of those evenings where all memories are left behind. You had fun, laughter, and cheer, but we thank the Lord you are here. But I still want to play in your band.
I swear to God I only want to be with you. I promise you I'll always do my best. I don't mind playing second fiddle. Oh, I just want to play in your band.
That was one of the tunes that we really enjoyed doing. It's a fun song. It tells the whole story about the whole business, and you should know about that.
I certainly do.
Well, you know, George, with the family I have 4 lovely daughters, and of course, I don't know how to say this and say it the correct way, but I was on the road for a long time, and I didn't have a chance to quite do all the things I like to do with my kids. But now I have a chance to do the things I should have done, and I really enjoy doing with my children and their families, because I'm a grandpapa already, and we enjoy every bit of it. And if you could see kind of our home here or something, probably with our swimming pool and all, we do quite a bit of entertaining at home, and we managed to get away on weekends. I'll tell you a funny story. Just last weekend, I said to the wife we were going to get away for the weekend because I wasn't playing, and I took her all the way to Springfield to the Sheraton Terra, and we spent the weekend at the Sheraton Terra. Funny thing, she drove up and she says, I didn't realize I'd be here so fast. I think it was 4 minutes took us to get there. Well, we enjoyed dinner and dancing, had quite a weekend right in Springfield. I went out with kind of a little different attitude, but when I got there, I found out that it was quite an honor, and I just couldn't be humble enough, only because of the fact that it is an honor that's picked by your peers, and there's only 18 of us over the year. One fellow a year is basically given for contributing to your industry. And I really enjoyed it very, very much. Of course, when you're with names like Frankie Yankovic and some of the big boys, you really give it a lot of thought. There was an article in the Wall Street Journal back about 2 weeks ago. In fact, my banker sent it to me, and it was in reference to Lawrence Welk's son. Wrote a letter to Hall of Fame in Chicago, and he wanted to know why his father was never embronzed or there. It doesn't have a plaque there. And evidently, the way the people are chosen for the Hall of Fame, it's all the promoters, the disc jockeys, and the people in the industry that vote, and they send their votes. They are handpicked to Loyola University, and I think it's something like 1,200 people that vote on this. Well, getting back to Mr. Welk's case, his son was a little put out because his dad was just never put in the Hall of Fame, according to this article that was a Wall Street Journal. But anyway, if you read the whole article, they just simply told Mr. Welk that he wasn't really a polka person. I mean, he played one polka on his Saturday night shows, and he recorded several polkas.
He was not a polka artist.
Wasn't a polka artist, and really, as good as he was and as well as he played his polkas, he just did never really to enhance the polka industry. So I hope Mr. Welk is satisfied with that answer. Well, George, I don't even think I'd be here today talking about music if it wasn't for Papa Joe Chesky. He certainly stood with me and helped me all the way through my musical career. He was on the road with me all these years, and up until just a short period of time, he stopped playing the bass, but he occasionally comes on jobs and sings a little bit of Głęboka Studzinka or something of that nature. And but he's doing great.
He's recorded with you too, and
he's done several albums with me. I think Papa Joe's going to be in his early 80s very shortly, and believe me, I think he's got more pep than I have. I just hope I have the longevity and the health that he's also was like. But he's doing great, and I certainly enjoy having him with me all the time.
Well, he stays busy up in his record shop upstairs from your office.
Yes, in fact, when it comes to, we're in the Polish product business, of course, but when it comes to music, you can ask Papa Joe just about any question about any record or tape or video, and he always has the answers.